Hi friends, I'm Cathy Madeo. I got a request on my Instagram page for a how-to on forearm balance. So I'm going to make that here, and FYI, I will make a video for you if just one person asks me. So let me know in the comments if there are any poses you want to learn, and I'll make a video just for you. Okay, so this was my nemesis pose for like 10 years. And before we even get started, I want to free up, for those of you that are struggling with this pose, a common kind of situation happening with this pose. So this pose traditionally is done on your forearms with the forearms parallel to each other. I've been teaching yoga for 15 years. I've been practicing for 25. I have observed that there are quite a number of students that cannot do this and balance in a straight line. And I asked all of my anatomy friends what would be so wrong with doing this, or this, or this. And we all agreed that as long as the elbows stay underneath the shoulders, that it doesn't much affect what's happening back here, whether or not the wrists are towards each other or parallel. And so if you've been struggling with this pose and you feel really tight in your shoulders or tight in your thoracic spine, which is where I'm tight, I want you to maybe try this because it could completely transform your pose and you'll be so excited. Here's the deal though. So what you don't want is for the elbows to go out, because when the elbows splay out, the shoulders go in. And this pose requires your shoulders to go outward. That means your humerus bone, this long upper arm bone, goes external in the shoulder socket. So that is what's required. The second thing I want to give you is this idea. A lot of people think in forearm stand, they take almost like a scorpion, like their chest is going down and the shoulder blades retract towards the spine this way. And you'll see like a banana back in their forearm stand. Does that sound like you? And that's just this maybe misconception about what should be happening here. So actually, if you want a nice straight line in your forearm balance, even though the humerus bone is going away this way, you actually want to elevate your shoulders, elevate up to your ears, just like in handstand, up. Okay, so when you're in your forearm balance, instead of going down, the shoulders depressing downward, you're going to shrug them up. And that will lift everything up. It'll get your head far away from the floor. It's going to transform your pose. So those are like two major tips right there. We could just call it right now, but instead we'll keep going. Okay, so we're going to warm up in forearm plank here. So forearm plank. Now I am able to get my arms parallel in this posture because my chest isn't going back. So I don't need that mobility in my thoracic spine. Anyway, so holding plank, belly button to spine, quads firm. Now I want you to take some forearm plank saws. So you'll go forward, see the shoulders go forward, and now back. Forward and back. This is going to be your third essential tip for your forearm stand. Okay, getting this ability to do this. Okay, come on down. So now we'll take our dolphin pose, which is your prep for forearm stand, and put in a lot of the things we talked about. So if you can get your forearms parallel, great, I want you to keep doing that. If you're like me and you can't, it's prohibiting your posture, then go ahead. I like to stack my hands one on top of the other. We'll take dolphin pose. So in dolphin pose, your drishti, which is your gaze, is actually towards your feet. So you're looking back, and I'm pressing those shoulders back. Now, if I wasn't shrugging my shoulders up, I'd be like, my head would be going down, and you don't want that. Shrug the shoulders up, press the shoulders back. Breathe. So you want to be able to hold your dolphin pose for quite some time, because how can you hold your whole body upside down in forearm balance if you can't even hold this pose? So this is your work. Breathing, you should be able to breathe easy in your dolphin pose, holding it like it were downward facing dog. Okay, we'll come on down, taking a quick break. We're going to add on. So now we are going to take dolphin and add in that rocking forward. So come into your dolphin. Now your gaze will shift. You'll come up high into your tippy toes, shift forward, but notice I'm staying up. I'm not collapsing down. Up and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Okay. Little break. Now we'll add on. We're going to lift a leg and do those forward rocking motions. Okay. So walk in, lift a leg, come up high onto, got my right toes, come up high. I'm going forward and back. Forward. So this is the motion I'll be doing when we kick, and then when the other leg gets up, you go back. Forward and back. Whew. My shoulders are already burning. Let's keep it going. We'll go second side. So right leg lifts up, tippy toes, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Okay. So before we come up, one more little topic point, so I guess this would be like pointer number 4, is in forearm stand, your base or your foundation is much bigger than, let's say, handstand. So you have the ability, almost a need, to kick over a little bit. Otherwise, if this sounds like you, if you're kicking up and plopping straight back down, it's because everything, you need that forward motion through the shoulders, and maybe that might send a leg a little bit farther over than you're thinking. So I'll show you what that looks like as we kick up into our forearm balance, okay? Of course, you can use a wall. All right, here we go. That was a long pause. I was trying to think if I wanted to say something else, but here we go. Walk in, walk in, walk in. Lift a leg up. You're going forward. See that forward? My legs are kind of split. Shoulders elevating. Squeeze. Okay, see if I can show that again. So that forward, and notice I was kind of pausing and pulling my legs up. Don't rush kicking up. When we use our momentum to kick up and we don't have control over our body, what happens? We fall down. That's what happens, right? This is like a Dora episode where you're expected to answer me, but yeah, you'll just fall over. So don't rush, slowing things down, get control over your body. Okay? So there's a elevate, forward, 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 forward. Forearm stand, you get more hang time because that foundation is so much kind of wider than handstand or something. I hope these tips helped you. If you have any questions or if you liked the video, let me know in the comments. If there's another pose you'd like to learn, also let me know in the comments. I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.